Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go, go, go. 319! 319!
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Mario Edwards Jr., son of former Cowboy Mario Edwards Sr., there on the stop. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
20.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Brady. On the left side, it's McDonald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Red zone opportunity.
20, by 20.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
By 20, 390.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
20, by 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Rodgers to throw, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion. And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up fourth and goal. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And now they're in the hurry-up. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
He's going to float, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So out now come the Redskins. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about in the half. Why do anything else?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Surveying the field. And that's caught inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And he's got Miller. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On play action, it's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's now 4th and 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can show
blitz coming and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner and he gets into dropping for a loss of 4. And quickly they get to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Rodgers now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
By 20, 20.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just... And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
20.
Miller, the man in motion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Rodgers drops it underneath for Rawls. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on...
All right, get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week. Here we go now. 319! 319! This is it. We're going for gold.
Green 39. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Now let's go. Now let's go. 319. 319. Hurry up, here we go. Here we
This
go
one
now.
is for gold.
319. 319. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green. Now let's go. Green 39. Green. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Hurry up, here we go. 319. Here we go now. 319. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green.
Men, you're gonna like what you see in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna find ourselves in the playoffs. Good stuff.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Cardinals are top 10 in rushing TDs. They'll go up against the Redskins defense that needs to be ready for that. With that, let's get out to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for...
Wentz now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Matt Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Here we go. Leopard!
3rd and 2. Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And here now, the 8th-year man, Pat McAfee, to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. This is fielded at the 7. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gone. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he's got room. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles. In a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook.
Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down. Gone. And that is incomplete. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to make a run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
An extra DB out here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Colin Jenkins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Goff now looks to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. And they didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The NFL sack leader for 2014, Justin Houston, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So here's the 2014 Pro Bowler. That's Kevin Huber on to kick this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Goff. A dump off to Forte. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Here we go!
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again is gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something...
Second down, Forte. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Goff now looks to throw. He's got time. And Jeffrey's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hey, you got three. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Goff now on second down. And that's incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it's third and short. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Forte, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Goff on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 2. Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Vincent Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Coleman, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's able to find Diggs. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Coleman now. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. As Chad Greenway in on the stop. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Gall. Catch left side here by Aiken. That catch good for 5. It's third down. All right, so what do you make of these numbers here? Back-to-back games where he's really, really struggling.
Well, I go back to our meeting with the head coach, and you asked him about what happened last week and whether you thought he'd come out of it, and he was a little hesitant, wasn't he? He wasn't real confident about what he would see.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is caught by Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They come up in an offset eye. Wentz. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here again is the rookie Jared Goff to lead his offense back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left.
Now Goff on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Tight left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Here we go. Man left.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Alert. 3 down.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, Goff. A dump off to Forte. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hey, 4 down. All right, here we go. Detroit!
To the air again, Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3 down. 3-19.
Goff on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again is Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kamar Aiken, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Well, let's certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No, Jack, Patriots!
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Again, Goff. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, you got 3. All right, here we go.
Goff looking to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Redskins, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.